better get back, because it'll be dark soon, and they mostly come at night. Mostly.
A good TVZ match always gives me that Aliens vibe. Our Terran player was the GSL champion for Season 1 and Season 3 this year. Representing the Wayland Yuan-Ti Corporation, it is TY!
Current world rank 15.
What TY has accomplished this year has been nothing short of insane. His opponent in the top left is actually making an early spawning pool. That was a 14 pool. We'd better get going. Representing the Xenomorphs is Ragnarok!
Current world rank 22.
One of the neat things about Ragnarok is he totally intended to change his ID to his initials, HB, just like TY. But the fans loved the name Ragnarok too much, so he couldn't. He wasn't allowed to TY. So we do have an expansion out of Ragnarok. Whatever he's doing, it's not a crazy balls to the walls rush. This may have just been a defensive maneuver against a potential double racks rush, which we know isn't actually coming. Pool completes. There's 6 lings in production. No queen yet. Oh, there's the queen. It might have just been delayed by the cost of the extractor. Meanwhile, it's the standard classical Reaper expand for TY. He's requested 1 Reaper and a satellite dish and sent an SCV over to scout. It's after dark. There are 6 lings out on the map. TY better hope he's got Ripley. The SCV has a chance to scout this before it's on his doorstep. No, I think he's gonna miss it. Ragnarok's gonna take the long route. He's gonna dodge the scout. TY may yet piece it together. He is gonna see a weird timing on that natural. And you don't win 2 GSLs without knowing every conceivable opening. Yeah, look at this. That Reaper's coming back home. He has bigger priorities than dropping a grenade on a queen's butt. As fun as it can be to make her bounce, he's got to make sure he doesn't straight up lose this game. The SCV building the natural is very vulnerable, but 5 links are going to go for the ramp. TY closes the depot. And now the Reaper's going to handle the defense. Oh, it's the triple Ling Zenies. 1 Reaper kiting his way to victory against 6 Zerglings. Reapers are so good against slow lings. TY's got 3 kills already. He's about to make it 4. That is a Ripley Reaper. And while this is going on, he's got his factory up and his reactor and started a starport. Mercifully, Ragnarok managed to rescue 2 lings and he's starting up ling speed. That was not a good looking ling pressure. He did delay the Terran natural by a couple of seconds. Oh, the barracks is lifted off. TY's gonna get sight of the Overlord. Now, you previously might have heard me make a comment about how a flying barracks is the universal sign of I'm going mech. I think, though, this is an exception. While TY is getting his Hellion count up, he doesn't need a barracks for a few seconds at least. I think he's sending it right back after he chases off that Overlord, but if he keeps scouting with it, we'll definitely know he's going mech. It's still a Destiny Cloudfist 111 build, and it could be anything. Drone transfer underway. Ragnarok has taken his 3rd. Since his Zerglings couldn't get inside, he's going to try to sneak an Overlord around the back and see if he can get the scout. If he does, he will see that there is a Banshee in production. And Cloak. Now, we've definitely seen Terran add that Cloak as a fake. I'm sure TY knows the scout timings. A single Hellion and a Reaper with an unusual number of kills is going to attempt an incursion. Lings are going to chase it out of the main. Queens are there. Boom, but Ripley's gonna snipe a creep tumor anyway. She does not like to let those xenomorphs spread. Okay, that Cloak is starting to look more and more like a real boy. The Overlord actually hasn't made its move. Oh, it's an early armory for TY. I'm not sure what this is. He could be going mech. It could be a Hellbat transformation. He does have Hellions out on the map. Oh, by the way, our map this evening is Romanticide. Okay, that Overlord is gonna try to duck in. It doesn't have speed. There's a single Marine to pick it up. It's on course to see the Cloak. He's also gonna catch a tech lab coming up on the racks. He might, though, drift right by the armory. Second Marine adds to the focus vest, and that Overlord is gonna go down. Ugh, it's gas-enriched squid on the menu for tonight. Ragnarok's Lings are not ideal for dealing with the Hellions that have been coming his way. Ragnarok's making spores. He thinks the cloak is real, and so do I at this point, because it's not getting canceled. Hellbat transformation. TY's Hellions are more than meets the eye. Ragnarok with the counterattack. 8 roaches headed south to the Terran base. The third is under so much pressure, but it is giving Ragnarok time to get out another round of roaches. TY does not have much for defense. His wall cannot hold against that. Oh, I like this. Rather than defend against the Hellions, the Lings are coming to join the attack. The defense will be the job of the Queen. Ragnarok has cracked the Terran base open, but there is a Banshee for defense. The roaches will die, but how much damage can they do before then? TY has shut down the third base, but that might be as far as he gets. Oh, TY has to pull at his natural. 15 SCV kills already. Ragnarok gets the cleanup. TY, I think, is going to get the cleanup as well, but he's going to be on the back foot from this. Oh, not the stim upgrade. Not the stim. He's got so much time invested in that. The upgrade denied tag comes on the screen. The roaches get bottlenecked. There's double Banshee going to work on them now. But the SCV kill count is made it to 27, 28, 29. And there's the last roach. Wow, I did not see this coming. On paper, TY's attack looks so much more deadly. TY is desperate to do some damage back. He's gonna scramble his 3 Banshees. Triple Banshee can focus down a Queen pretty quickly. TY could get back in this. Oh, they're gonna catch some of the weakened roaches trying to come back home. Now look at the punching power they have. There will be no survivors there. 3 shots to kill a roach. But unlike those roaches, Queens can fire back. Cloak is active, but there's a spore there. Spores have a range of 7, but their detection extends out to 11 squares. The Banshees are in ruins, deep in the red. And Ragnarok does what so many Zerg like to do when they find themselves solidly ahead. He gets himself a Spire. He also rebuilds his third. To TY's credit, he did manage to keep all those Banshees alive. He's got a chance to repair them, and he is. But rather than wait, he's sending his 2 fresher Banshee out for another attack. I think TY knows his Banshees are on the clock now. Once that Spire finishes and Mutas get into this game, there's not going to be a lot of value to be found in those Banshees. Wow, Ragnarok so quick with that drone pull. He loses exactly nothing. He had that Overlord position to give himself that extra second of warning, and he used it. And now he's got the transfuses to soak the Banshee hits. This time the Banshees are going down. Everything is going right for Ragnarok. To get back in this, TY needs our Zerg player to make a mistake, and Ragnarok is not accommodating it. Oh, there's a couple of drone kills. And by a couple, I mean 3 more. Oh, he's down to 2 Hellions. But they do get into the main. There's only 1 Queen up there. The Spore is not going to help those 14 drones. A couple more kills, but the roaches are here now. And the worst part is, the Mutas are now in production. No, the first 4 are already done. Oh, look at the shadow on the white sand. That is so ominous. They are not going to stop to kill that Hellion. Oh, yes, they are. Darn it, Ragnarok, I had the best line. I was going to say, that Hellion is beneath them, literally. But now the line doesn't work anymore because the Hellion is dead. And so is the poor SCV who finished the command center. He's like, job well done. TY does have missile turrets. That's his one saving grace. He did get his eBay up. In fact, he made it a double eBay so he could go for 1-1. Oh, Banshee saves itself with Cloak but then runs out. Oh, that was so sad. A cool piece of micro that just flops. It's like TY's been cursed. Scrambling to get back in this. TY scrambles 2 more Banshees. He's going to see the Baneling nest getting built. But at this stage of the game, he needs more than actionable intel. He's down 18 workers. The Spores reveal the Banshees to the Mutas. There's twice as many of them as the last time they came to town to attack. If we weren't talking about TY here, I'd say this game was over. Ragnarok's got the firepower to focus down the turrets. Stim Marines, on the other hand, that's a good start. But he will need more than that. The mutas are diverting to the main. They're about to get +1/2. Mutas are just so nasty. All Zerg units regenerate, but Mutalisks actually have an ability that lets them regenerate even faster. The game named it tissue regeneration because they didn't know what else to call it. TY's gonna roll the dice and try for a push. He's practically base racing because he can't defend and do this at the same time. He's got a stim just to get there. Ragnarok, though, does not have to base race. He can make a choice. He can accept the challenge or come home to defend. He's swinging his mutas back to defend. TY's looking to shut down the 4th base. He's shut down a lot of banelings in production. But man, oh man, how does he deal with that many Ravagers and mutas at the same time? Well, the Queens are getting in on the action. He is hit on every side. It's GG. Wow, you do not see TY take a beating like that very often. And I'm sorry, because I was totally the wrong guy to cast this game. I've always been a big believer that the Hellbat timing is a deadly, deadly weapon in the Terran arsenal. And when it happens, it's a 5-alarm fire that the Zerg has to focus on defense. This game establishes for me that that's a load of hooey. Ragnarok splits his roaches, sends 8 down, and cleans up. 29 SCV kills, and delaying the stim is enough to put him in a leading position. Ragnarok will trade his 3rd base for that every single time. I think the Hellbat timing really works best when your Zerg opponent stays on Zerglings. They're teching to mutas or just getting greedy with their economy. But the Queen Roach just did not care. Ragnarok got the scout on the cloak, and he didn't cheap out on the spores. And then his transfuse micro was super high level. TY got nowhere with his Banshees, and that was the game. Spoiler alert, I'm about to reveal what happens in the rest of this series. It was a best of 5 in the losers bracket. This turned out to be the coolest game in the series. I quite liked it. The others were short and not quite worthy of your time, I'm afraid. Zugzwang Starcraft, we watch the snoozers so you don't have to. Ragnarok wins 3-1. He eliminates TY from the tournament. The prize being that he has to face Raynor. That, though, is drama for another time, so just let me say live life, because nobody wants to die and hold position. From my base to yours, Zugzwang out. To continue your StarCraft journey, Nova advises you to click the video in the upper rectangle. But Kerrigan warns you to watch your 6 and click the video in the bottom rectangle. Or you can stimpack your StarCraft experience. Subscribe to Zugzwang StarCraft. Just hit the circle. From my base to yours, Zugzwang out.